everyone, and welcome to this week's Sing for Alexa Saturday. Believe it or not, this is the 20th Sing for Alexa Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, I could be very wrong. I'm not a math major. But it's incredible that we've been able to do it and keep it running for so long. Really, it's thanks to all the wonderful people who have helped donate to the Zooms and helped find the guests. You guys are really so incredibly amazing. So I thank you so much for helping to keep this wonderful class alive and how it is. So we are incredibly fortunate, not unfortunate, incredibly fortunate this week to have two amazing human beings, kindest souls, creative artists here today as our guests. We have Morgan Smith and Augie Greenwood, the creators of Averno and the new musical Willow. We can't really applaud on here, so we just like do a ton of fingers at the camera. Yes, there you go. Which we are so thrilled to have you here. I know we're all such fans of your work and this world that you've managed to create and everything that you believe in and stand by and that you incorporate into your work. It is so amazing, and we are all just so lucky to be in your guys' presence right now. So basically, this is your first Zoom masterclass. Welcome. We're going to start by, we'll each get a little bit of time to introduce ourselves, and we'll be able to take some questions from you guys. So start thinking of some questions if you want to ask. So, hi. I assume you probably know a little bit about me if you're on this Zoom right now, but just in case not, I am Alexa, and I'm a musical theater TikToker. I come from a very, very musical family, so I've pretty much been performing and singing and playing piano since I was really little. I went to a high school of the performing arts where I got to study acting really for the first time, because before that I was predominantly a singer and predominantly a classical singer. So it was the first time I was really doing musical theater and I fell in love with it. So I went to college for that, and then while I was there, I did a ton of other pre-college programs. I did at Juilliard for classical voice and Rutgers Musical Theater Academy, Westminster Choir College's program, and I did at Paper Mill Playhouse, their summer conservatory. So I was just so in love with it, wanted to every day just engross myself in the arts. So then when it came for college, I wanted to focus a little bit more on songwriting and, what it would take to, okay, someone else did the math. It's definitely 20. This is the 20th thing for Alexa Saturday. I'm not wrong. Okay, good. So I wanted to focus more on writing and, what it actually takes to put on a production more than just, being someone standing on the stage and performing, all the other little aspects that go into it, specifically music wise. And I'm very much into musical comedy, and that's really what I do on my channel. It's a lot of songwriting and musical theater duets where I sing and play piano. So that's a little bit about me. I'm going to hand it over to Morgan and Augie now.
Awesome. Thank you. You're a badass. I mean, bad, but I don't know if we're allowed to swear here.
Yeah.
This is all of us. We had our own like masterclass musical theater thing, and the entire time it was on Zoom, and we were always like having to self-censor and not self-censoring. Yeah. Hi. I'm Morgan. This is Augie. You guys probably know us. Maybe. I don't know. I'm seeing some nods, yes. Yeah, so we write musicals about gay witches, which is pretty cool.
And a lot like you, Alexa, I started out as a performer too, and then I was like, I'm kind of scared of performing a little bit. It like is increasingly more terrifying to get up on a stage and perform, so like writing feels more comfortable. And I like it a lot more. So it's nice to see other people get to perform the pieces that I write. So
I actually come from I do come from a musical theater background. Like my family adores musical theater. I started being in shows when I was like 4 or 5, something like that. But I, from a writing standpoint, ended up in musical theater kind of sideways because I started out as a novelist, still am. And I write pretty much everything. I especially love novel writing and playwriting, screenwriting, TV shows, films, an epic poem, lots of stuff. But like in general, theater definitely holds a very special place in my heart. So it's been super exciting to get to be so immersed in this whole community. and get to meet so many cool people through Averno. I guess this is a good time to talk about Averno. How many of you guys know Averno? Anybody like wave their hands? Yeah, wow.
Hi guys.
Hi, y'all.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Averno family. You're here. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, that's like the majority of you actually. Funky. So Averno is a musical theater. It's the first musical theater universe. Averno is a trans. Amari, yes. Yeah, so Averno is the first musical theater universe, which means it's like the first series of interlocking musicals. There are currently like 13, 15, something like that, shows that all interlock in the same small town of Averno, Virginia. It is not limited to musical theater. There are like novels, graphic novels, TV shows, short films, podcasts, all kinds of stuff. But it is very rooted in musical theater. And Augie here is the composer of Willow, which was the first musical to come out. And it has done pretty well. And by pretty well, it hit number 7 on Billboard, which like was kind of insane. And the coolest thing I think about Averno is the fandom community, really. It's not a fandom, it's a family.
That was like sappy and soft, Morgan.
I can do that sometimes.
What's up with you?
I don't know. I'm having hormones or something. And yeah, it's just this absolutely beautiful community. Everyone there is so kind and so sweet. We actually had a really cool talk yesterday with some people about some secret stuff we can't tell you about yet, as per usual in Averno. But they were kind of getting into the Averno world. They're adults, and they went onto the Discord and they were like, this is not our space. However, they were so impressed by the fact that they said that the values that were like instilled in that community and how kind everyone was and how well everyone treated each other, they were like, we don't see this in like the adult professional world. Like the teenagers in this fandom treat each other better than any adults I've ever seen. So I think that's the coolest part of Averno. Yeah, so that's what we do. Go stream Willow. Oh, and we dropped a new single today. It's called Cryptid Hunt, and it's about looking for cryptids.
It's a Halloween Averno special. It's called Cryptid Hunt.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
It's a little rap that Sushi wrote. I don't know if you guys know Sushi. Sushi also did Alexa's challenge that Alexa put out.
Yeah, one of the yeah.
Yes, and won it. So y'all probably seen Sushi's face before, if not on there. But yeah, so Sushi wrote it. It's incredible. It's super fun. It's like one of the first bops ever written for Averno. So
it's literally like the bop of Averno. So I just put that in the chat. So if you want to go listen to a Halloween bop and put it on repeat, it's a vibe.
It is.
Oh my
It's
God.
very fun.
It's so goofy. It's literally so it's such a dorky song. I adore it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. When we do our musical theater Kahoot, we'll have to play that in the background.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now would also be a pretty good time, I think, to make that announcement that I was talking about in my little caption. So, do you guys want to do it? I don't know. Okay, so I am officially going to be one of the writers for the Averno universe. I am so incredibly excited and honored that you guys would reach out to me and accept me as part of your Averno family. I am so in love with everything that you've created, and I am so excited to get to work on everything.
I adore you, Alexa. I adore you.
I'm in love with you and everything you've ever written, and also you guys are not even ready for the stuff that's gonna come out. It's so freaking good.
You're such a good songwriter.
You're such a good writer.
Oh my God. I'm fangirling, guys.
We literally, when you sent us the secret sample-y things, we literally were sitting here on this couch over there and just freaking out. We were like,
it's perfect. It's so good.
I am so happy. Literally, it's all I've been able to think about. Like, I've been writing so much. It's so amazing. Schoolwork, I'm like, who is she? No, we're
The
just
forest has taken you. That's
literally,
how
I'm being taken by the forest, and I am not sorry about it at all.
All of you Averno fans who are listening, you know how it goes. Like, you get into Averno and there's no leaving. Like, once you start, there's no stopping.
Literally.
But we're not a cult.
We're not a cult.
We always have to say that. It's funny. You think, like...
Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so really quickly, any questions? Just do a cool dance, something to get, attention. If you have a question, we will really quickly unmute you really quickly because we are a little short on time. Okay. Matthew Pickle.
That's a really cool dance.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, thank you. Hi. Yeah, you pronounced it right. It's Pickle. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to know, like, remember Alexa from the Lorax one that you did?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you ever considered trying to like actually make it into a real musical.
I have not, but I've gotten contacted by over 30 people saying that they're writing a Lorax musical and they would love to have that song be a part of it. So,
cool.
I mean, there is already a Lorax musical, and I'd be fine contacting them and just being like, hi, like, do you want this song? So it'll just like be as part of their... I love the Lorax. I don't think it's something at the moment that I can like or would really, be spending like hours upon hours just thinking about and getting into the world. It's nice and I like it and it's good for a laugh and for some good feels, but I think I'll leave the musical making up to maybe someone else.
All right, cool. Oh, and follow up. Do you like my GFF?
Love it.
Oh my god.
Thanks. Yeah, I call it GFF because it says Giant Frog Factory. My GFF.
Love it.
All right, thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Of course. Okay, let's get two more and then we'll move on. Do you guys want to unmute someone? If you just hover over the screen, there should be a button that says
Team Broadway is going wild. All right, I'm requesting Team Broadway unmute. There you go.
Oh my god, hi. This is a dream for me. Oh my god. I have like a lot of questions. Oh my god. First, because I think I'm the only one who watched Into the Woods, so like if you watch it, like can you tell me like how did you like it and like why did you like it? Because a lot of people didn't watch it and I'm the only one who watched it. So I was just, asking.
I watched Into the Woods.
I liked it.
I've been in Into the Woods twice. I was Little Red both times.
Oh, okay.
I was the cow. I'm just kidding.
You were tree number 4.
No, but yeah, it's I really love I love the music a lot.
Meryl Streep, I want to marry that lady. Like,
yes, Meryl Streep to play Beatrice. Meryl Streep, Beatrice in Willow 2020.
I will fully die.
Yes, I agree. Like 100%. I agree. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're so very welcome. Okay, one more and then we gotta move on. One more. Oh my gosh.
Katie's doing a little jig.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
All right. Maybe a broad question, but like, what is your biggest inspiration for songwriting in general? Because I know it's like pretty difficult for me, at least, to like find a good inspiration. So where do you get like your inspiration for like Willow and stuff?
Oh my goodness. Being possessed by the woods.
Emotional
trauma.
Honestly.
Incredible.
No, but like just being in Averno, like I don't know if you guys saw where we were, but in the setting of Averno, like being in like the middle of nowhere with a bunch of theater kids, with lakes and forests that went for miles that we would just like travel in. It was kind of like living the songs. So I wouldn't say it's one person for Willow specifically, but I think the forest itself was the inspiration for Willow. But for my other music, I try. I'm really into Mother.
Yes. Oh my God.
I very much say I can't.
You really just, I'm non-binary.
Hey, Mother, if you want to work with me on a musical, I would love to do it.
Mother, if you're in the chat right now,
Drop an F if you are Mother. All right, anyways.
Yeah. For me, songwriting, I don't know, I get inspiration in weird ways. It's not something that happens like naturally. It's something that like hits me in the head like a brick. Like I could be showering and then all of a sudden like I have an idea and then I can't sleep or think about anything else unless it's on paper, completely filled out. It's so weird. It's not really like if I sit down and I'm like, I'm gonna write a song, then it doesn't, it's never like, I don't know, it's just never as good as when all of a sudden I just get these like sudden ideas and sudden, it's hard to explain. It's like lightning.
Retweet.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't write songs, but like this morning I woke up and I was like, a film, and I sat down and I did not stop until I had written it. So it's the same thing. Like it just happens. You just gotta go.
Gotta go with it.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Alrighty, it is officially time to move on to our first singer, who we have. We have Amanu here. Hello. You can unmute. Feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself. So each of the singers, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit just about you. And then if you could actually tell us a little bit about the show that the song you're singing is from, and then where your song sort of fits in there, that would be really great. And then if you'd like to do a sound check, that's fine, just to make sure it's not too loud. Yeah, and I'll remind you of these things as we go as well. But Manu, you are up.
Hi guys, I'm Amanu, or you can just say, or Amanuel Tilahun, you can say Amanu. I'm 16 years old. I go to Ayala High School. I've loved acting since 4th grade. It's always been a passion of mine, and I love singing too. I'm a part of our school's choir and theater program, so it's really cool. The song I'm going to be singing is, I just blanked. The song I'm going to be singing is Make 'Em Laugh from the show Singing in the Rain. It's a very like early 90s musical. It's a lot of fun. It goes a lot on comedy side with this song, and it's super cool. So I'm going to do my sound check.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Make 'em laugh, don't you know everyone wants to laugh? Now my dad said, be an actor, my son, but be a comical one, they'll be standing in line for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Now you can study Shakespeare and be quite an elite, and you could charm the critics about nothing you eat. Just slip on a banana, peel the words at your feet. Make them laugh, make them laugh, make them laugh. Make them laugh, make them laugh. Take a fall, but a wall, spit a scene. Now you could be a dancer with grace, but then you take a grape and custard pie in the face. Make them laugh, make them laugh. That's really it. Because most of the song just like him dancing, sorry.
You're all good. You're all good.
You even did the dances too. I love the choreography.
Thank you.
Awesome. So I'll go first with a little bit of feedback, and then I will hand it over to Morgan and Augie. I love your voice. It sounds so vibrant and not pushed at all. It's really I really enjoy the just your voice vocally in this performance. I really don't have too many notes about it at all. I think one of the big things is I see that you have so much energy, which is fantastic because especially a song like this, it's so something to make them laugh. You know, you have to have a lot of energy. I think that you maybe going back and reviewing this song, find certain places where you can channel that energy into specific activities because I think that sometimes you have all this energy, but you're not quite sure where to place it. So it kind of results in a bit of sporadic movements that I'm not sure are directly associated with the song. Every movement that we make, we want it to be, I'm making this because, and you can look back in the song and say like XYZ, and I'm doing this and blah. And I feel like sometimes the movements you were doing may have been coming out a little bit more from a place of just, I have so much energy and I'm not quite sure where to direct it, so I'm just gonna kind of like move around, as opposed to I have so much energy, so I'm gonna make a funny face and then come over here and then, I don't know, play peekaboo with the audience. And then also, you know, it's so difficult, and this is something I'm really working on too, just being a student at Zoom University, but it's a lot different, you know, just in our bodies, how it feels when we're performing on a stage to when we're performing in our rooms at a wall, you know? It's harder to really get in your head that visual of I'm performing for a lot of people right now. Also, I'm sorry, wait, I forgot to change the spotlight. So, okay, wait, there we go. Okay. It makes it so it's just like glued on that one person. So yeah, I think I would love to see you. Well, really, I'll just ask you, who do you feel as though you're performing for right now in the song? Oh no, wait, what happened? Oh, I have to unmute you. Oh no, I keep forgetting. Okay, here, there you go.
Whenever I perform this song specifically, it reminds me of my advanced theater class last year, how we were doing like these musical pieces. And I remember it's like a lot of fun performing. So whenever I perform it, I imagine I'm performing it in front of them.
Nice, nice. And I think I'd love to see even a little bit more of that. I think that, you know, this whole make them laugh, especially like how you were saying, there's a whole dance break, right? It's not just, you know, he's not saying I'm gonna make you laugh. He's saying make them laugh. Who is this them? You know, who are the them that you're trying to make laugh? I think that you can even like shift your focus a little bit. And I think that could also be more things to do, even just energy wise, that you can give yourself, just so it's not as kind of sporadically everywhere. But again, I'm being nitpicky. I really enjoyed the performance and I love your voice. It's so amazing. I will pass it on to Morgan and Augie.
Hi, your energy is phenomenal. I love your voice. So charming. Such a charming performance, truly.
When we were muted while you were singing, Augie literally turned to me and went, I'm charmed.
Utterly charmed.
Utterly charmed.
One thing that it's kind of like what Alexa said, find a specific focus, because even though the song is super sporadic and like very movie, it's much more effective when there's like a singular focus to put your energy into, so that it's a little more concentrated, and then like it kind of gets to the audience more, because I guarantee if you had focused that energy at me, like directly at me, or like at the person you're singing to, I probably would have fallen on the ground, fainted.
They would have.
But yeah, performance was great. But just take it like a step further is the focus. So
this is like not about performance, but just selfishly, I want to hear you sing some of that like sad boy, lower register, like indie folk. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like your voice.
My favorite songs is Creep from Radiohead.
Yeah,
you would kill
exactly.
That. I would be on the ground.
Like I feel like that kind of music. It's like your energy is so fun in this, but like your voice, I think, in some of that like low vibey indie folk, the texture would be excellent.
And that's from someone with
yeah. I have synesthesia, so for me, like sounds have colors and textures, and so like the way that I think about voices and music is very like visual, I guess, if that makes sense. And that like when I was listening to your voice, like the textures that I was getting were very like, it was very like wood grain, and like shadows, but like shadows like on wood grain with like candlelight, which like for me, sorry, that's not helpful as a performance tip at all.
I remember like some of the feedback I got from that was my friend said I have a very earthy tone.
There you go. Yeah. I'm like, it's like grain and shadow.
I will try and translate that to the best of my ability from like visualizations of candles and wood to like your voice is very grounded and earthy, so you can do a lot of cool stuff with that, especially with like low indies vibes.
There you go. That's what I was trying to say while I was rambling about candles.
I got it. We got like a lot of stuff like that in the choir that I'm in. We get like a lot of stuff like that where they give you a physical description.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for performing for us. Please let us know, where can we hear your beautiful wood grain candlelit voice again? Any platforms you want to shout out? Anything?
Yeah, so, sorry. My TikTok is the same as my Instagram. It's Amanuel the Great, which is just my name right here, and then _ great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. You have a wonderful voice, and I look forward to seeing everything that you do with it.
Thank you.
Got you.
Alrighty, take care. Okay, woo! Let's do some round of applause for our first singers. Woo! Alrighty, up next we have Aleja. Hello. Unmuting now.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
You look so beautiful. I love the, is that a shirt or like a dress?
It's a shirt.
I love it. I love things like, oh my gosh, I love it. Awesome. Well, again, feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the show that your song is from, and then where that song sort of fits in.
Okay, so my name is Aleja. I'm 18. I'm a freshman at CSULB, and I'm planning on majoring in music education. So yeah, and the song I'm about to sing is Breathe from In the Heights. And In the Heights is like based in a barrio, and my character, or the character that's like singing the song, is coming back from college because she dropped out, and she was this like highly praised little girl, and they were so proud of her for going to college, and now she feels like a disappointment kind of going back and saying that she dropped out. So yeah.
Awesome. And then if you could just do a quick sound check, so play your track and we'll see how it sounds. Nice. Awesome. You're good.
Okay, for sure. Sigue andando el camino por toda su vida, respira. Y si pierdes mis huellas, que Dios te bendiga, respira. This is my street, I smile at the faces I've known all my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's sweet. They say you're going places, so how can I say that while I was away, I had so much to hide? Hey guys, it's me, the biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it. She's back and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. Just breathe. As the radio plays old forgotten boleros, I think of the days when the city was mine. I remember the praise, Hi Teodoro, te quiero. The neighborhood waved and said, Nina, be brave, and you're gonna be fine. And maybe it's me, but it all seems like lifetimes ago. So what do I say to these faces that I used to know? Hey, I'm home. Hey, they're not worried about me. They're all counting on me to succeed. I am the one who made it out, the one who always made the grade. WB, asking, Gee, Nina, what'll you be? Straighten the spine, smile for the neighbors, everything's fine, everything's cool. The standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers, smile, wave goodbye, then pray to the skies. Oh God, what will my parents say? Can I go in there and say, I know that I'm letting you down? Just breathe.
Woo! That was so good. Oh my god.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
crickets.
Amazing job. Also, I'm sorry if I put you a little bit on the spot. I forgot I switched the order last minute, so I think it was Micaela who's gonna go next. So sorry if I caught you a little off guard, being like, "Okay, your turn." But that was so amazing. Yeah, that was really fantastic. So beautifully done. I can see that you really have a real connection to this piece, and I think that I think finding some more places of focus and things that you can relate to in the beginning, because again, it could just be that I threw you off guard a little bit, being, thinking that it wasn't your turn and then kind of putting you on the spot. But I saw you really connect to the character as soon as we got to that bridge part. All of a sudden, we weren't watching Aleja sing anymore. You were the character, you were in the story, and you were singing about what you were, so passionate about. And I think finding that intent and that focus, even in the quieter parts, will just make us fully engrossed, because you have a beautiful voice. You yourself are so beautiful. Of course, when you start singing, we're all like, oh, it's so wonderful. But you really meant what you were saying, and it really dug into us when you got to that bridge. And I would encourage you to find some more places in the beginning where you can really, oh, wait, okay, I can relate to that. And so when she's singing about this, I can relate to that because that's happened in my own life. So I'm now going to channel that and find more places to be specific, even when it's slower, because slower, and this is something that I had to learn as someone who is just very big and loud and has a lot of energy. For me, when I would take things back, for me that was okay, so it doesn't have as much energy. But what I've come to learn is, no, you need maybe even more energy. It's difficult to have to be quiet and still have that intent, and that there's this it's hard to have it's really easy to just be at the 10 and scream and be, when I was, it's easier to be mad. It's a lot harder to conceal those feelings and have it bubble and see what, and have us be able to see it bubble and all that. It's much harder to hold it in than it is to just let it loose. And I think I would love for you to go back and really think of, okay, what are things that she says where it's just bubbling inside of her, and what can I do on my body and my voice to help maybe display that a little bit more to make it more clear. But of course, I'm being picky. It was really fantastic. Your voice is wonderful. I think that there are some more places in there where you can breathe. Don't be afraid to take some big deep breaths, because again, I felt your voice. It was really there when you got to those portions of the song where it was, oh boy, okay, here we go, I better park and bark it. And then all of a sudden there was this connection that I feel like was maybe a little bit lost in the beginning. I think find some places to really even go back in the sheet music, clearly mark every time that you're going to go take a breath, and make sure that it's nice and deep and it's nice and full. Make sure that make sure that your voice is on the breath, because that's something I do a lot too. Sometimes I'll sing and I'm not necessarily on the breath. Make sure that you're when you sing, it is yeah, I don't know how else to say it, on the breath. Does that make sense though? Yeah, okay. I will pass it on to Morgan and Augie.
Your voice is so incredible and your focus is really good. I really
your voice is obviously very beautiful, and I really connected with you right where Alexa said, like in the bridge moment is where it really clicked. It's like, this song is very meaningful to you as a person. And I think don't be afraid also to, when you do get quiet or something, or when you do have that big belt moment, right after that, don't be afraid to hold it out and then maybe even soften it a little bit toward the end. And then even intensify that energy toward the end of the belt when you're softening it. It'll break people's hearts that way. So don't be afraid to play with that, play around with that. And but yeah, I can tell you have no issue connecting to this song or connecting to characters. So you're doing great on that. Just find a specific thing and stay consistent throughout the song. You know, again, might be because we switched up the schedules a little bit, but it really it clicked toward the middle. So
for sure. I think Breathe is a really tricky song because that first verse is like, it tricks you because you think that it's this kind of like quiet building up, but it's really easy because of the rhythm to start rushing it. And it takes a lot of focus to keep it like slow and keep it focused when it can be so easy to just kind of like let it spin up. And because of the way that the song is structured, you really have to make sure that that beginning part isn't spun up. It's supposed to be, you know, Nina walking down the street and looking around at these people and places and just sort of like thinking and reflecting to herself. And then she spins herself up into a panic. But the opening of it isn't supposed to be quite there yet. And so you want to make sure to keep that sort of at that level before you start building it up. But like, your voice is absolutely beautiful, and there's such a sort of sincerity and tenderness in it that makes it really easy to connect to. It was a beautiful job.
Yeah, really, really wonderful job. So please let us know, where can we hear your beautiful voice again? Any upcoming projects you maybe have? Let us all know.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's UHALAYHA. Yeah. And thank you guys for the feedback. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing your lovely talents with us.
I'm not quite getting that.
Can you repeat your at again? There were so many A's, I got lost.
Oh, sorry. UHLAYHA.
UHLAYH.
Sorry.
There we go.
There you are. All right. Gotcha.
Woo! You followed me. I followed you back.
Awesome. Thank you again so much. Okay, and now last but not least, we have Micaela. Hello, Micaela. There you go. You should be able to unmute now. Oh, yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Are you able to? You got it? Here. I'll try to unmute it again. I'm gonna be like humming that song now for the rest of the day. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I'm just wondering, because I think the audio might be like a little low. Is there, am I the only one, or is it maybe a little low? Yeah, is there a way to maybe turn up your audio a little bit? I don't know if that's necessarily a thing. Just say, hi, I'm Micaela.
Hi, I'm Micaela.
Okay, it's okay. We'll make do. It's all good. We'll turn up the volume on our things. So, Micaela, please feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my name is Micaela, and I'm 17, and I am a senior in Pennsylvania in high school, and I do a lot of theater and competitive dance. So that's a little about me.
Nice, awesome. And what song will you be singing for us today?
I'm going to be singing Little Miss Perfect by Joriah Kwamé and Taylor Lauderman.
Awesome. And just take a second to make sure that you're connected to your Wi-Fi because it is a little, we can hear you pretty good. I think the image is a little like going back and forth. So just take a second to make sure that that's all good.
I'm also unable to there's really no audio.
Okay, I think that I heard you. So try typing in the chat. So I will start off by saying that Micaela is so sweet because she's actually the one who created my fan page on Instagram, and she's been like my #1 supporter since I really started getting popular on this app. Micaela is a fantastic and amazing dancer, and they duet a lot of the songs that I've written, and they do these amazing, amazing dances to them, which is so fantastic. And I know that they also really love and enjoy musical theater and have been wanting to get into it, but have always been a little scared and hesitant. So from me to you, Micaela, I am so proud of you for coming on here today and really using your voice and your talents, not just, you know, in your amazing dancing, which we know that you do, but in really taking that step and putting yourself out there, because it's not easy and it's very, very scary. And it's especially kind of difficult and annoying being just over Zoom. I would have loved to be able to see you in person. But I know that everyone here really applauds your efforts, or not really your efforts, what you did today. So really congratulations on that. It was a little bit tricky to hear at times, so the advice may not be super. Okay, yeah, I can see you. I can see you. So again, the advice may not take everything with a grain of salt because again, it was a little bit tricky to hear. I think that the big thing with you is actually what I was speaking with Aleja a little bit about was singing on the breath. We can sing and make noise, but sometimes it comes out a little bit almost like in a whisper tone where we're singing and it's creating noise, but it's not necessarily on the breath. You as a dancer, I would love for you, well, you probably know when people say engage your core, right? How when you engage your core, it's like your ab region, especially when you're doing turns or kicks or things, right? You really have to engage that area. I would love to see you a cappella sing from or even just the beginning. Doesn't it just go like straight hair, straight, right? It does that. I think, yeah. Ooh, I don't know the song as well as I should. Anyway, so I would love to see you.
Yeah.
Can you do some sort of pose? I'm thinking you can't really do it while you're turning. Are you able to like like um hold, oh, what's it called? It's not passe, is it? Something that is dancery that will make you engage your core. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, if and again, I hope that you're able to hear me clearly. So what I want for you to do is I want for you to go in that position, whether again it's on passe and you have to balance, or whether it's an arabesque, something that makes you engage your core, and it'll feel silly. And if Micaela does something weird, everyone knows they can completely blame me for making her do this. But so what I want for you to do is I want for you to go from the beginning of the song, and I'll definitely stop. I'll wave you down and stop you, but I want for you to sing with that engagement and that connection to your core. So whenever you're ready, you can begin and you can do that.
Okay. Straight hair, straight A, straight forward, straight path. I don't cut corners. I make a point to be on time.
Nice. Yeah, you can stop there. Yeah. Amazing job. So I hope that you're able to feel a little bit more of a connection there. Yeah, here, wait. I think we gotta wait till the sound catches up.
I'll say, well, I wasn't stopped
Okay. There we go. So I hope that you're at least able to feel a little bit of a difference while we sing, even though, you know, sometimes our nerves can get the best of us and we turn into like a pool noodle. We really need that engagement and that connection to make sure that we're really, you know, on the voice, especially for well, for musical theater, sometimes, especially in the way that it's headed, you know, we have microphones, so we don't really need to project like how you would need to at the Met or anything. But it's still really good and important, especially when you're singing for long periods of time. You know, when you're famous on Broadway, that connection's just it's really important. It'll really help. That's really all the notes that I have for you. I will pass it along to Morgan and Augie.
Hello. First of all, I love that song. One of my favorite songs.
Good choices.
It was really hard to hear you because of some Wi-Fi issues. But like Alexa said, like breathing into the song, making sure you're putting your support into the singing so that you can have that power in your vocalization and rhythms too. So that's a good thing. Morgan?
Yeah, I think that like the main thing is just sort of like confidence. Like there were moments where I could tell that you were losing yourself in the song and you were just like singing what felt true to you. And those were the moments that sounded the most powerful to me. And so really just like allowing yourself to get like lost in the song and singing the things that feel true and singing the things that connect with you and stuff like that, because that's what sounds the best. Also, this is totally off topic, but does anybody else think of Little Miss Hootie whenever they hear Little Miss Perfect? Do you guys know Little Miss Hootie? You don't know Little Miss Hootie, Alexa?
Look up Little Miss Hootie.
Alexa. Do you know Owl House, Alexa? Alexa. That's it. You're kicked off the Averno team.
I'm just kidding. Bye, baby.
I'll go research it right after this.
It's on YouTube. Full thing is on YouTube. Go watch Owl House.
Robin knows what's up.
Yeah, Robin
knows what's up. Robin is one of the composers on our team, and they're in the chat right now.
And I love.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, give a wave, Robin. Yeah.
Woo!
That cool mother trucker with the little pocket thing. Yes, anyways, that did not have to do with your singing. That was just a suggestion. Anybody, if you're having a bad day, ever go listen to Little Miss Hootie. It's
sung by Alex Hirsch, creator of Gravity Falls. Back on topic. Anyway,
it's God tier level entertainment, you know. You're good, hun, but you're never gonna be Little Miss Hootie.
I could never.
Hootie.
Sorry. Anyways, amazing job, terrific job, amazing song choice.
Yes, very good.
Awesome. Okay. And that just about concludes the Oh, wait, no. First, Micaela, please let us know, where can we hear your beautiful voice again? Any accounts, any upcoming things?
I want to see your dance
happening. Or if you even just want to type it in the chat, honestly, you could do that too. That might be a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Can you put it in the
chat? Why is my dad always just... Every masterclass I do, he makes like a sudden cameo where he just like appears mysteriously.
Is your
Love
dad
that? Okay, and I'm also just gonna pull up the okay. Oh, and my grandma Bonnie's here. It's very exciting. They're all kind of hanging out over there. And Mama Chalnick, of course. So we love that. Okay, awesome. So Micaela,
your daughter's really cool.
So, huh?
I was telling Mama Chalnick that her daughter's really cool.
Oh, stop. Oh my god. I love it. Okay, it's awesome. So Micaela just put her socials down below if you'd like to go check those out. And yeah, that just about concludes the masterclass portion of this masterclass. So huge finger round of applause for all of our amazing and talented singers. And now, of course, we need another huge round of applause. Well, I don't know if we could do pictures because my phone died. So a huge round of applause for our guest Broadway stars of today, Morgan Smith and Augie Greenwood. You guys are literally fantastic. And I do say Broadway stars because what you do is going to be on Broadway one day. Broadway records are already head over heels for it. And you guys are so amazing and so fantastic. And we are so lucky and fortunate to have you not only here on the Zoom, but literally here on this planet, in this universe, helping all of us to feel loved and accepted and validated. You guys are so fantastic in what you do. And just thank you for being here and sharing that with us today. I know everyone's like, photos, don't forget the photos. I take photos. So now is the time to fix your hair if you'd like. My phone died, so my mom's grabbing her phone. We're just gonna take some photos. They will be up on my Instagram story. So if you would like to see the pictures, they will be on my Instagram story. Yeah, love that. Okay. Oh, you guys are literally the best. Okay, so please let us know everything Averno, all the upcoming projects that are already existed. If people are like, wait, what? I'm just learning about it now and I want to know what to do from here. Where can they go? Where can they look? What are things happening? The socials. Give us all of it.
All right, so I'm gonna start out with, I will send everybody, it is at Averno Town on IG and at Averno Musicals on TikTok. We're terrifyingly shadow banned on TikTok because shockingly enough, TikTok doesn't like gay witches. So we've been shadow banned pretty much constantly since like 2 months ago. It's okay, we're only a little salty.
They've been pretty nice to me, actually. So
yeah. Yeah, so those are the main socials, and then I guess I should put ours. I am at mythweaver_, and Augie is at Augie Writes Musicals.
Let me change it.
Musicals. There we go. Augie Writes Musicals. There we go. Wham bam. And then upcoming projects. So main thing is go listen to Cryptid Hunt. It was just dropped today, and it is a confusing like electro bop rap about cryptids.
Written by Sushi.
Written by Sushi.
Good job.
Thanks. And so that is now out streaming on all platforms. And you should go check that out and listen to it because it is a Halloween bop. We also have been dropping new episodes of our podcast live from Averno, which you can find at the link in the bio on any of our platforms, honestly. It's called Live from Averno. The composer for it is in our gallery here somewhere, Robin, who is absolutely brilliant. And it's really funky. It's about 2 college students in Averno investigating some funky mysteries. And then Over and Out is the next musical that's going to be released. But if you want to listen to a full musical, you can listen to the musical by this one here, Willow. Go stream it on repeat. Because we want to try to hit 1 million streams because that would be really sick. That would be insane. We would die. Yeah, those are the big things. There's a lot of other secret projects that we can't tell you about.
A lot of stuff that Alexa's working on right now. So y'all will see that in the future.
So yeah, go check all of those out.
Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, it is now Kahoot time. Our Kahoot was made wonderfully by Liv Kerner right here. If you want to give a little wave. Yes, Liv. Oh my God, this is also such a bop. So these master classes, basically, here, let me turn the light back on. They are a little expensive to keep going, but with the help of you guys, we've been able to keep them happening for so long. It's $15 a month just so that we could have longer than 40-minute Zooms. It's an extra $60 so that we could have more than 100 people in a room, which we've definitely had to use multiple times, so it's a good thing to have. And with the wonderful donations from you guys, we've been able to really keep it running and going and happening. So because I am a poor college student, so as much as, of course, I want to do everything in my power to keep these things happening, it's definitely been a lot to do by myself, but the donations help a lot. If you want to help donate on my TikTok or on my basically my link tree, which you can find in the bios of my Instagram, my TikTok, there are buttons that say like help donate for Sing for Alexa Saturday. Anything like $1.50, it all helps. And yeah, so certain really sweet people, if you donate over than $20, I schedule a video chat with you just so that I could thank you in person and tell you how much we appreciate it. And certain people donated over $20 and they just wanted to pass along their video chat to someone who maybe couldn't necessarily afford it. And that's why we do these cahoots, to figure out who gets the free video chat. So I am going to share my screen. I myself have not seen this Kahoot, so this is going to be an experience for all of us. So exciting. I know I was seeing that a lot of things were being said in the chat. I couldn't really see it while I was sharing my screen, but I hope that you guys all had a lot of fun. Again, thank you so much, Morgan and Augie, for being here. As usual, I'm gonna stick around until 2:30, and of course, you guys are more than welcome to as well, just to answer a couple more questions. You know, while we have Augie and Morgan here, I suggest, you know, maybe directing some questions over to them while we have them here. But yeah, if you guys have some more questions, feel free to, you can write them in the chat if you maybe feel a little camera shy or don't want to do that. Or, of course, just wave your arms on the screen, give us a wave, something, get our attention. And actually, Morgan and Augie, if you guys want, you can choose someone to unmute.
Sounds good. Oh, wow. There are many of them. Let's go with Brendan B. Go for it, Brendan. You're unmuted.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, wow. Yes, we can.
Very well.
So my question is for Alexa, but it can be for you guys too, if you want to answer it. Who was your favorite, like, star, Broadway star growing up, like your inspiration growing up?
Oh my gosh, Barbara Streisand all the way. Literally, just everything she sang, I was like, that's me. Her, like, even just in her confidence, and just, I always thought that, like, you know, like Broadway, or not even just Broadway, but like to be famous you have to be perfect. And she was like, I got a big nose, but you know what, I work really hard, and sure, I have X amount of talent, but it's really just about putting yourself out there and not letting other people get to you. And so I aspire to, like, basically the amount of times that I watched her in Funny Girl when I was younger is just like ridiculous. And I kind of just like idolize that image of her just being a total badass and just being funny and making people laugh and just being really true to herself. And so that would be my answer to that question. What about you guys?
Eva Noblezada, period. That's it. I wanted to be.
No questions asked.
I wasn't even in Broadway. I wanted to be Edgar Allan Poe as a child, which I think explains so much about me. Strange. So strange.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Strange, unfriendly,
You
a
get
writer.
it. You get it. See you. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? If you want to wave your arms, you guys can unmute another person.
Hazel, we've unmuted you.
Hi. So I am also I'm also a composer. I'm trying to write a musical right now. I'm just wondering what advice do y'all have just for composition? I came in late. I'm not sure if you talked about this earlier.
We didn't talk about this earlier, but
okay.
For composition goes, try to learn piano is really important, and basic music theory and things like that is important. But you also
my mom got me in piano lessons when I was 5.
and also just write what you would want to listen to, write what you would be interested in. That's what
I'm trying to write a musical right now, and it's just I'm struggling with just like getting it completed, and I'm just like, how are you how are you? I forgot how old you are, Augie. 16? Okay, I wasn't sure. I was like, how are you still 16 and you've written like now 3 musicals already? And I'm just like, wow. I've been trying to write one since I was 14 and I've never been able to complete one.
Honestly, it takes a lot of trial and error, and it takes a lot to get to where you want to be with a musical. And even so, even with the completed musicals that I have, there's still stuff that I want to change and modify. But it's just about, you know, like Alexa said, letting the inspiration take you when it does, and don't try and force it force yourself to sit down and be like, you're going to write a masterpiece, because it's not gonna work like that. And sometimes you need somebody to kidnap you to the woods and not let you go until you finish. Yeah.
Sort of one follow-up question regarding that. I feel like my main issue is plot, because I have a hard time settling on a plot. The one that I'm on right now is the one that I've been the most productive on, but it's a copyrighted work. So I'm just like, I don't know if I'd get the rights as like, you know, a first-time composer, and I've been struggling trying to figure out a plot that I can latch onto that's not copyrighted.
So I think that the best thing to do, because a lot of people try to work with copyrighted material, and it is honestly really, really hard to get the rights to it, because rights are sold in a package. They do TV, film, and theatrical, and there are 5 big houses that will usually buy them all at once. So the vast majority of the time you'll be trying to fight somebody like Netflix for the rights to theatrical. And nobody wants to fight Netflix. So if there's a story that you love, try to figure out what exactly it is that you love about it. Whether it's that you love the setting, whether you love the tone, whether you love the characters. Because the thing is, when it comes right down to it, you can kind of take any good story and like dismember it and just take the parts you like. All stories are just retellings of each other. So if, for instance, your favorite thing were to be like Twilight, figure out whether you love it because you love the dark, atmospheric, vibey thing, or whether you like supernatural things, or whether you like the kind of 2 warring families thing, or whether you like doomed romances, because those are all parts of Twilight, and having them all thrown together is what makes Twilight Twilight. But like, you know, you may be there for one thing, whereas other people are there for another thing. So if you loved Twilight and you were trying to adapt it, but really what you wanted to do was write about dark, misty forests, then there's a million things you can do with dark, misty forests. Or if you wanted to write doomed teen romance, then you could definitely go write doomed teen romance, and it didn't have to be Twilight. So just sort of take whatever it is that you like and try to mine it for parts, and then steal the parts that you like and throw them into a new thing.
All right, thank you so much.
Make it into something new. Yeah, steal.
Thank you so much.
Teacher can't tell that you copied. Exactly.
Okay.
All stories are retellings. It's one massive game of telephone. It's fine.
Thank y'all so much.
Of course. All right, now wave your hands around if you have a question. Oh, Brianna. Oh, did you get Brianna?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So, my question is, like, I'm writing a song and I want people to hear my song, but I don't know where do I start. So my question is, where exactly do I start when writing the song?
Start, depending on how your brain works, figure out if chords come first more naturally or if lyrics come first more naturally. So if you're more like drawn to words and sentences and like poetry and stuff like that, then you're probably going to want to try and start with lyrics and then add music onto it. Or maybe you're more musically inclined, you're more inclined to create melodies or hum things and create that stuff and forget it and be like, I wish I had recorded that. So depending on which, or you could just go straight forward and do both at the same time. But start with a feeling, start with a story that you want to tell with the story. Try and figure out the beginning and the end and where the song is going to move from the beginning to the end and what's going to change in between that time and how you can shift it.
Yep, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, now wave your arms around like a crazy person. Let's try to go to the next one because I think we're missing out. Oh, Lucy Dow.
Hi, so I have Micaela on the phone who's not laggy.
Oh!
Hey, Micaela!
Uh-oh.
Hi!
Hi!
Hello. It's just weird seeing myself twice. What are we doing this for?
Dunno, I just want to say hi. Yeah, and as, yeah. So we're part of the Hype House. For anyone who doesn't know, the Alexa Chamick Hype House. Hit us up on Instagram and TikTok.
You guys are the sweetest.
So our question is, so like, how do you get past like writer's block, and how do you like writing music? I really struggle. Like, I get a certain point, and then I'll like forget the melody or mess up.
Record everything. Record everything that you do. I have a really bad habit of forgetting what I've written as well, like 5 minutes after I've written it, unless I record it, like which Morgan has held me accountable for, being like, I know you're gonna forget it. Go ahead and record it right now. So like put a reminder, you're gonna like write it on your hand, like record the music you write as you go along, not just after you complete it. So.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, it's
Okay.
2:30. Gotta let him go. All right, y'all.
This was so incredible and so fun. Again, thank you so much. I sound like a broken record, but really it means the world to have you both here. We appreciate it so much. Big congratulations to all of our lovely, amazing singers. If you guys still have questions, you can try to shoot me a DM or email. My DMs are a little bit of a mess right now, so that might be a little but yeah, always free for talking and things like that. As far as Sing for Alexa Saturdays go, this is our 20th one. We've been hustling and bustling for 20 weeks, finding these amazing guest stars to be able to bring on here. I think that, oh, my mom's phone's going off. I think, though, that we are going to start making it Sing for Alexa Saturday, second Saturday of the month, especially just as long as, or while I'm at college, because it's really difficult to do these every every week, and I think it's just it's putting a lot of stress on me. It's one of my big stressors of the week. So I think, I don't want to get rid of it by any means. I think what we have is an amazing community, but I think just making it, we're not stopping it, just giving ourselves a little bit of a breather in between the Sing for Alexa Saturdays, so that we can, take a bit of a deep breath in. So if you'd like any merch or things like that, literally anything you need, all the links are in my bio. If you want to follow my YouTube, links in my bio. If you want to send me PO Box stuff, I will always unbox it. Yeah, I'm now a writer for Averno, which is so exciting. So that stuff may not be out for a while, but like just something exciting to look forward to. And I just love you all so incredibly much. Oh yeah, and if you want a private lesson, then that's also in the link of my link tree. Literally, you could just go on there. Literally, it takes less than 2 minutes. Bam, you and me can have a scheduled Zoom lesson where we sing or do piano or do acting, literally whatever, which is very exciting. Yes, everyone drink water. Morgan, Augie, do you guys have any last minute announcements before we go?
If you have anything that you are ever looking for in Averno, just go to the link that it is in our bio on every platform. It is a long link tree and it has literally everything you could ever need possibly, like anything. So go hit that up. And if you're just trying to get into the Averno fandom, that is a great place to start. It's got lots of cool music. We've got so much music out now. We have 2 singles, a full album and an EP. So go listen to all of that. And we just dropped a new single today. So go listen to that and vibe out to some spooky Halloween bops.
And thank you so much, Alexa, for letting us come on.
It was
here.
so
It's
fun.
an honor. It is an honor. I've been wanting to do one of these for so long, but it's, again, we needed to connect. It was supposed to happen for so long, but yes. Now it's
I love you guys so much, literally. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's also apparently like an Alexa Discord, which again, I'm very new to Discord. I don't even think I'm in it yet, but there is one. So more information on that coming soon, question mark. I don't really know. I gotta learn how to use Discord. But I love you all so much. I also know there's an Averno Discord. Yeah, see, links right there.
Bio.
Yes, there you go. Okay, and I will sing my goodbye song. I'm sorry to let you know I really have got to go. Drink water so you're not sick. I love you. Love Alexa Chalnick. You guys are seriously the best, and I love you so much.
Aww.
And and just keep staying safe, strong, and singing. Alrighty. Mwah. Bye, guys.